Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Resolute SMP server. And as you can tell, we're in a village today. And I concede to you all first that there was some off-camera events that took place, okay? Most importantly, here in this very town, many raids took place. Many raids took place. Now, I didn't record any of those, but good friend, good member of the server, Dukester, did. So make sure to go check him out. I'll link him in the description. You can go watch our raids. We had a couple of them, and they all went pretty well. Bad news is we only have one survivor, and it's our good farmer, our mayor here. Hello. Howdy, partner. And he's the only survivor. These raids were bad. First couple, no problem. And then we realized we weren't in hard mode, so we set it to hard mode, and we did get it done. But as you can see, there's no survivors besides our mayor. So Duke has very nicely, and I offered to help in on this, but he did it before I even had a chance, has built a memorial here in the town for the events that happened in these raids and all the villagers that did not make it. And look at this. It is a very nice memorial. I'm going to take a screenshot of that. Look at that. Very nice. It's got some nice flowers and foliage and a couple waterfalls here for the villagers. And he's got a book, which I should have known better. I'll come back and fix that myself. But he has a book. Let's take a read of it, shall we? It's called Life Not Lost, in honor of the countless villagers' lives lost during the Great Pillager Raids of February 2024. May they sow in peace, and may the mayor restore the glory of this village. Not bad, right? I know. And of course, the dates it took place a couple days ago. So, very nice memorial, I must say. Duke, you did good. This is pretty nice. I'll go retill that and replace the seeds eventually as well. But yeah, not a single survivor here. And you see the yeah. It's quite well done, I gotta say. Now, ladies and gentlemen, today, besides this, it seems like a very sad start to the episode, now that I think about it, but that's not the intent of the episode. Today on the show, okay, the show, give me a show, we do have some work to take care of, and most importantly, I gotta catch you up on what I've been doing off camera, because, look, I watch Minecraft Let's Plays all the time. If there's one thing I hate, it's watching people just mine and mine and mine away for hours. It is the worst content ever. And I'm guilty of it sometimes. So, yeah, my bad. But today we've got some exciting work to do. But it starts with getting some enchants done, because I have enchanted the helmet. We got respiration. Very nice. And the boots. We did not get feather falling. Very unfortunate. But still a good set of boots. Now, of course, we have Pain, the sword, which is not too bad. We have the pick, which you'll note is in urgent need of repair, but that's because we've been doing a lot of digging, so we'll be fixing that today as well. And otherwise, everything else is good. And, of course, our efficiency shovel, which has been very helpful in doing terraforming. But today, we start the episode with the memorial to those villagers who perished, and, of course, our mayor, who is continuing to keep things going himself. God bless him. And now we move on to getting some enchantments done for the chestplate and the leggings, because once we have level 30 enchants on all these, it's gonna feel real good, let me tell you that. Alright, what is that done? It is time to enchant item number 1, folks, which is going to be the chest plate, I guess, but we'll see what there is to offer. It is notably dark out here, so let's go ahead and just disable our shaders. So, more importantly, you, the viewer, can see thanks to YouTube's encoding, but also so I can see too, obviously. I will note one thing I don't have yet is a bow. By the way, I still don't have one. Really, probably should make one. I just haven't gotten to it yet. Now let's take a look, by the way, at what you have missed on my channel with the spawn, because let me tell you, folks, some stuff has been happening here. Most importantly, Duke's work here on the inn Look at this, folks. Look at this. Very nice patio area down here. It actually leads to like a little dock. Very cool. Yeah, very nice little spot here. So I quite like that. The little bar area here. This is where I'll be if you need me. And then we have over here, I believe phase 2. Yes, look at this. The horse stables. Look, we have a new horse here with no name. We have, of course, Big Tex, Danger Zone, Clara. Pepperoni's a new one, actually, too. I haven't seen one yet. Terrific names. Really all-star. Looks quite nice, I must say. But besides that, spawn moving on pretty slowly from what I can tell. A nice little fishing dock out here. I'm not sure who made this, but it is quite nice. But without further ado, let's go ahead and see what we can win on our items here. So we have thorns, okay, and fire protection. You know, I think I want to go for the fire protection on this. And unbreaking. You know what? That's too good to be true, ladies and gentlemen. We will put that on. Don't have fire protection on anything else, so this one's kind of helpful to have. So no complaints on this side. Now, the real big one is going to be what the chest plate gets us. Hopefully, something good. And just like that, there is level 30 again. Let's go enchant the chest plate, ladies and gentlemen. God, I hope it's good. You know what would be a good idea? Maybe I'll do this eventually. Turn this little waterway into a canal that takes you right down to the spawner. It's a pain in the butt getting down there, but that could really speed things up. Never thought about it until now. Anyway, here we are. Let's see what we win on our chest plate. No real second chances, so fire protection 3. And unbreaking 3. You know what? We will take that. So we have a little bit of protection here on the helmet, and then protection on the boots, and then we have fire protection on both of these. So overall, I'm going to say that's pretty good. All right. Well, that is not bad at all. And now we are fully suited up. Look at this. Yes, finally. So with that, I'm going to make my way back to the main base area, and we are going to start working on today's little project. Okie dokie, ladies and gentlemen, we are back approaching home base territory, and to start off today, we're going to do some time lapses because we have got some digging to do. I want to try and clear out a bunch of the space on the other side of our little river. Now, you'll remember back in one of the first episodes, we cleared out a bunch of space on one side. That's kind of where we've been housing everything so far. Well, the more I've been looking at it, the more I think the other side could make some sense. It kind of dips over, and then it goes right back down into a little water area that we can just cover right up. So I think that's the idea. So let's get right into that, and then we will come back and we'll take a look at the other little project that I've been working on in the background. A little surprise for all of you who stuck around this long. Dokie, add in the little sugarcane and whatnot that I've added in here, and a little extra mining off camera, and there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. Quite a bit of land has suddenly become available for us, and you'll note that I've added a cow farm because, well, we need leather, because we need our own enchanting station here. Now, for the grand reveal of the big project that I have been working on, kind of sneakily, I have to admit, I don't feel that I need to apologize to you for doing it as my viewers, but I have been very cheeky about it. So once the sun sets here, I will grand reveal to you, where did this come from, what I've been working on. And this really only took about an hour to build, by the way, so it wasn't that bad at all. All right, here you go. Just over the hill here And you'll note that we kind of have a pathway that leads towards something. How interesting. Check it out, ladies and gentlemen. That's right. Nate made an iron farm. And you can hear we have some villagers inside of it working very hard. They're actually not. They're voluntarily there, for the record, if anyone asks. And hopefully in a moment here, we'll get to see an iron golem spawn. Now, there is one feature, we'll call it a feature, with this that I need to try and work out, which is that sometimes golems won't spawn if the villagers haven't had the opportunity to sleep. But you'll see they just had an opportunity to sleep there recently because I just slept a second ago. So, as you can see, our good friend here, Mr. Iron Golem, is, well, not having the best day of his life. He's not doing well at all. And now he's dead. But, well, that didn't work. But the good news is that look at the iron we've made from this, guys. Whoo! Lots of iron. This is going to be really important for things like beacons. And, of course, iron is just a good item to have because it's very helpful for a lot of things. And, well, you can kind of take a look at the size of this. It's not huge. All it took, for the record, and I'll link the tutorial that I used in the description. We have our one zombie who happens to be holding cobblestone, and then 3 villagers. These 3 villagers were rescued from the old village that was attacked, as we have another iron golem going into the system here. And that's all it is. And then you have a little water stream up top here that pulls them down. That's about all there is to it. Very simple system. There are better iron farms, but honestly, we don't need iron that bad. And as you can see, this is doing just fine, so I'm not going to complain about it. The one problem we do have is we had to put path everywhere here. Just a non-spawnable block so the iron golems don't just spawn like here, for example. So I would like to try and replace this with something else, maybe wood slabs or something like that in the future. But for now, our iron farm is up and running, my friends. So we have been doing quite a bit of work. The last project that I really have for today is just kind of finishing this all off. But that's pretty much it. So we're going to get into that. We'll finish digging all of this out. We'll wrap it up. And then next time, because a lot of you have been asking, we're going to finally, took like, what, 6 or 7 episodes? Finally start working on getting some buildings in. Because for those of you who don't know, who may have missed it, my goal is to build a fully functioning town, villagers and all, here right on this lakefront area, on this riverfront. So we've got the land available now, and quite a bit of it, to be honest with you. And we're not even done. So let's finish up digging this stuff away, and we'll call it a day. Okie dokie. Ladies and gentlemen, we've done quite a bit of work, to be honest. I'm quite tired of mining things and digging things. It's kind of that point, you know what I mean, where you're just like over it. That's kind of where I'm at, but we have made some good progress, so I want to give you a progress update. Ready? We're going to walk all the way over here, too, because I think this adds suspense, right? So here we go. We're going to walk over. Look at this. Whoa! Not quite done, as you can obviously tell from these hills that still need to be kind of evened in. But this is all pretty much done, at least for now. I don't really love it, to be honest, but I don't think it matters right now. I think I'm just going to have to deal with it. So that's fine. We're going to deal with this. And this is all fair. We moved, I tore out some rock here. Just made it into like a bay area, kind of, I guess. And I did plant some wheat because our friends here are damn it wasn't fully grown yet. They need some wheat to keep mating, otherwise this whole farm is useless. So, the good news, this is pretty much done now. I'm not sure if I might want to dig this down one more just to flatten it all out, because this does feel kind of weird the way it is right now. But I don't know yet. I haven't decided. I'll let you guys maybe chip in on that. What do you think? But this area is all pretty much done. And I must say, I am pretty happy with it. It took a long time. Like, this is hours later that I'm coming back to you, reporting that this is done. So it was a bit of a disaster getting this project dealt with, but I'm glad I did it, because, you know, just running around here, we have a lot of room to work with for building new stuff. So, with that being said, let's get to it. I feel like this is a Captain Shiplog kind of episode. I just continue to come back with like updates of what's going on. And as you know, the iron farm is behind us here. Now, I'm not going to show you it because I've done something to it. Okay. And I concede this was not my idea. This was Duke, good friend of the show, of course, member of the server, who said, Nate, you wouldn't do this. It's an iron farm. Of course I'm going to do it. Here it is, ladies and gentlemen. It's all done. It admittedly took more iron than I thought it was going to, but it's all done now. And as you can tell, the farm is still running at full capacity, which is good. Giving us plenty of iron for things that I don't really need yet, but I know I will. Things like hoppers are going to be nice. And check this out. I did a little more terraforming than originally there, so I've done a little extra to kind of just thin things out. Now, it looks very unnatural. I'm just going to be 100% about that. But I still like it. And speaking of things Duke said I wouldn't do, he said I wouldn't put a giant thing of my Minecraft head into the side of the hill. So that's another project we have to do now, and I've dug out the 8x8 hole for that right here. It looks weird, but it's certainly there. I also added some extra farm space here just so we can kind of accelerate the cow population growth and, you know, decline when needed for my sake. So things are going well in that category. Now, biggest problem has been that we don't have a spawn house, and I was actually planning on doing it this episode, but I'm going to admit that this is like this clip that I'm recording here right now is days after the last one you saw. Been very busy and just doing little tiny things, enchanting books. I full on died in the game yesterday while I was doing off camera work, so I lost my respiration helmet, which sucks. So I had to re-enchant a new helmet. I got everything else back, thankfully, so that's good. Excuse you? Try that again there, big guy. What are you going to do now? You're on fire. Idiot. This guy sucks. Ow. Oh, he dropped his bow. Thanks, homie. I don't want it. But anyway. Yeah, so I've been just super packed full of doing stuff on and off the server. But mostly just been digging this out, to be honest with you. I will show you one more thing I've done, and then we'll wrap things up. I know today's kind of been a weird episode, it feels like, but a lot of time lapses, a lot of weird stuff has happened. I did finish this, and this is actually what killed me, so I hope you like it, or else it's going to really suck. Into our strip mine, finally, we have do not enter and do not enter. Oh, well, this is the one for us. So we have our down water elevator here. Which I honestly remember being faster, but so be it. I can take my hands off the mouse, and as you can see, we're not drowning, which is the nicest part. So we are on our way down, slowly but surely, and here we are. Again, we're going from like plus 70 to minus 73, so it does take a while. Hence why I wanted to get rid of the stupid staircase. It's still here as a backup, but I would like to get rid of it. And of course, everyone's favorite, the up option. This is so much faster, and boy, did we need this, trust me. So it's nice to have these all done and dusted down. And we don't really need to use the staircase now if we don't need to, which is good. So little tiny thing I did, again, like off-camera projects, right? I am trying to get stuff done. Just, I know some of these things are going to be boring, like placing water and digging straight down. It's usually quite boring. Although there is an axolotl that's down somewhere in that mine area, so we may have to get him for a potential fish tank at some point, because who doesn't want one, right? With that said, guys, I'm wrapping it up. There's all there is to do for now. I think next episode we're going to get to work on a little project. A project that has been demanded in my comments, and it kind of deserved to be. It's my own fault. And I was hoping I'd get into it this episode, but I just don't want to keep things too long. But I will show you what that something is. Okay, we are in Nate's creative world, his super flat world, and ready? Look at this. Finally, a house, a spawn house for everyone to look at. I've got like Matic on, so just so we can see the schematic, but here it is, ladies and gentlemen. Very nice little house. Not huge by any means, but kind of has everything you'd want. And it is perfect. Now, I already knew that I wanted to go for a bit more of a modern option. So this kind of makes a lot of sense for me, to be honest. But I think that this will be a nice addition. The problem? This is quartz. So we need a lot of quartz. The alternative here is using concrete. And I will concede that concrete looks kind of fine on this. And we have the resources to make quite a bit of it. So I'm going to leave that to you in the comments. Do you care is the question here. Because I'll be honest, if you don't, I'm probably just going to use concrete. It's just so much cheaper for us. And honestly, I don't hate it. Now, the terracotta we're going to have to do. This is the cyan terracotta. There's no getting away with this. But I don't particularly care. I'll get the terracotta. The quartz is just so difficult to deal with. And I know for a fact that we have the materials to get all this concrete right now. So, with that, I wrap it up. I leave you to decide on what you want there. For now, thank you all for watching. We will see you back here very soon.